Hi y'all. Here it is. This is my my deer stand fabrication upgrade. What we have here is a Menards tree stand. In this tree stand, it's just a really plain Jane tree stand. Really, it really it just comes with the ladder bars. We have 3 sections. Here's the base and the center and the top, and you can see it's really plain. There's nothing special about it at all. Let me open a door here and might let some light in. And what we are doing is, last season I used it and I really had a problem with it not having armrests. Well, when you're in a tree, you really got to have an armrest. You know, something to kind of throw your arm up on, kind of weight, maybe lay your rifle across, something. You know, things get heavy and you kind of get bored. You just want to relax a little bit in the woods with nature and God and whatnot, and just wait on your deer. So what we have is some plumbing pipe. I'm going to use the ABS black ABS Schedule 80, or sorry, Schedule 40, the Schedule 40 pipe. The Schedule 40, and I'm using the black just because I don't have to worry about painting it. I can just kind of mask it a little bit here and there, maybe camo it, I don't know. But what I am doing is putting the center on the bench. I drilled out the sides here. I had pre-existing holes, but they didn't seem to put me in the right spot with my U-bolts. If I would have used the pre-existing hole here, it would have put me right in center of the cross member here. So I went ahead and I drilled new holes. I know they say do not fabricate or customize these stands in any way. They meet the tree stands fabrication safety standards, and I think this will be okay though. You know, I'm not really aggressive in them or anything. I just kind of, you know, relax, and I always wear my safety harness, and I don't think it'll be a problem. But this is inch and a half. I am a plumber, so this is mostly scraps and whatnot left over from jobs here and there. The only parts I did have to buy were the U-bolts, and they do sell those at Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's. They're around $1 to $2 each, depending on what you want. I went ahead and I did not get the stainless, okay, because I'm not going to worry about it. I used Loctite. I just used the Loctite, not Loctite brand, it's just Thread Locker, Permatex brand, whatever. And I did put washers and Loctite in there and tighten them up snug until I did start to see it collapse a little bit. And these are snug. These are on here. They are not moving, not one bit. And I'm also bringing these out. As you can see here, I have 12-inch risers on all 4. They're going to the T's. My T's are going inward just to save me room down here, because I didn't have too much room over here to have them pitching out the other direction. As you can see, they are a shorter throw in the center. So I am bringing this out farther. These are about 10 inches here, this piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 45s, and I'm going to roll the 45s like so. And what that's going to do is it's going to throw this piece here outward away, and this piece will probably be somewhere in this area. What that does is it's going to lift it up a little bit higher for me to use as a shooting rest and something for me to tie, maybe a small camouflage blind on. And I ran into a problem with my design. I do draw up things, I get bored, and as you see, this is not to scale, but I have to have a pivot point so I can climb in and out of my stand. So what I'm going to do is simply this piece here that I fabricated a hinge. The only reason I used the white PVC fitting for this is it's a stronger plastic. It's not as heavy. It's not heavy duty as the ABS is not as heavy duty as the white plastic. But I wanted the ABS because visually, you know, it's really flat in color. It really doesn't have a gloss to it. And as you can see, is the white really shines, and I really didn't want that. Last thing you want when you're whitetail deer hunting is white anywhere. A lot of crazy people in the world, you never know. So this fitting, just for example, I'll put this into my vise, and I will let you see what it does. Alright, simply turns. That's really all it does. And I'll give you some steps here what I did. I drilled 2 holes, one here, one here, about 3/8 diameter, and then I took my hacksaw and followed down to each side. And I did the same on this side. The holes have to be directly across from each other for this to work correctly. And I got that all cleaned up real nice, because they are 2 different types of plastic. The PVC has a very smooth finish and it's very hard. So with this being cut the way it is, I wanted it to be able to be sturdy enough to where if a branch fell on it when I wasn't there, it would take some abuse. Or when I'm laying my Benelli or my high-powered rifle up on this, or my crossbow or something, you know, to hunt with, it can hold my. You can just simply hold my rifle. There's a gun rest or whatever, a bench rest type thing. So what I did here, these are nylon washers. You can get these at Home Depot, Lowe's, and pretty much all they are there for is just enough friction to cause it to slide around, and it stays locked in any way possible. It doesn't move. It's just enough friction. And I used a bolt And once again, I just put a little dab, just a little dab of the Loctite, just to hold that nut in place. A little bit goes a long way with the Loctite. Don't need to really paint it on there. Just a little dab will do you. But this is it, and I kind of wanted to let everybody know, you know, if you buy these cheap deer stands, literally, you know, under $20, for real, under $20, you can have armrests and a bench rest for your rifle or shotgun. And I'm also thinking of putting a drape style maybe camouflage, kind of like the burlap, maybe the stuff you get like Gander Mountain or Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart or something like that. You know, maybe a good, I don't know, 4-foot piece maybe that hangs off of this. Maybe sew Velcro on so it can be removed, and have that drape across the bench rest part of it, to where when I swivel it up, that way when I swivel it up, the camouflage will turn away. But I think this will work really good. I have a good feeling about it. If I have any more upgrades or I'll let you guys know, and I'm sure if I get a chance when I get it set up and get it in the woods, I'll give you a preview and a review on it. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Here again, I will show you my little diagram here that I made. I will be putting end caps on all the openings so I don't have any wasps or bees or chipmunks or birds living in my pipes. So that would be terrible. And literally here is pretty much the materials list. 10-foot stick of 1/2 inch or 1.5 inch ABS. I have 4 1.5 inch tees. I have 2 90s 1.5 inch. 4 1.5 inch 45s. I'm going to need to get 6 solid test caps. They have to be solid. You don't want to cheap out and get the 30-cent ones. Get the good ones. You know, this is something that you're going to be banging around in the woods. It's going to last a long time. And for U-bolts, you can get the stainless steel U-bolts. They were about $3 a piece though, and I wouldn't recommend it. Let them get rusted up. It'll be okay. You don't want, it'll be fine. I'm just going to paint mine. I have some of this Rust-Oleum camouflage, and it's non-reflective finish. That's a big thing. You don't want reflection in the woods. And please forgive me on this diagram. It is not to scale. And I am not liable for any type of accidents or any falls to your tree stand. This is strictly an experiment for me right now. And if it does not work, I will be making a new top, period, for my tree stand. I will be, it's pretty self-explanatory. It sits on top of these. Okay? I have plenty angle iron. I will be making a new top if this does not work, and I will weld everything together. So just so you know, I'm not liable if you have an accident and fall and break your neck. But I feel pretty confident right now that this experiment is working. And if it gives you guys any ideas, please comment. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.